Hello, dear students, and I welcome all of you to this another video of DBMS. The topic is View in SQL or View in DBMS. Now, actually, View is same as table. As we all know, table has rows and columns, and each column represents some attribute. For example, this might be roll number of a student, this might be name, and so on. And the rows will store the values of these attributes. Similarly, view is also same. It is same as table. It will contain rows and columns, and each column will represent some attribute, and rows will store the data of those attributes. But then the basic difference between view and the table is very interesting. So just first of all, before we see the basic difference, it will be very interesting to see how to create a view. Okay, see the grammar. How do you create a view in DBMS is just as you create a table, saying create table, isn't it? Command to create a table is create table. Like that, command to create a view is create view. And then give some view name. This is user defined name, some name of the view like the view name of the table. And then there is one special word as. And check what is written after as is a select query is written. Literally a select statement where we are selecting some columns of a table and also we can include a where condition. Just imagine for an example sake that we have a EMP table. An EMP table has these attributes: employee ID, employee name, employee salary, and department in which the employee works. Just imagine that just as this table, we want to create a view. So check this command, create view, and the view name given is EMPDEPT1. Some name I have given as, check this word as, reserved word or special word. Select star from EMP where department ID equal to 1. Now you just ignore this portion first of all, create view. Okay, and have a look at this select statement. What will this select do? It will select from EMP table those rows where department ID is 1. So this row will be selected because department ID is 1. This row will be selected and this row will be selected. Correct? That means employee number 100, 101 and all these columns will be selected, and this one 106 will be selected. Correct? So this view EMPDEPT1, that's the name of the view, EMPDEPT1 will have only 3 rows: 100, 101, 106, and the names are A, B, G. I am not writing all the details, but please try to understand that EMPDEPT1 now is a view. Look, view is same as the table. This also contains rows and columns. But the point is, view may contain the selected rows of the parent table. I call it as the parent table because remember this EMPDEPT1 was created from the table EMP. Now what's so special about this view is that suppose as you see in this particular table EMP, you see that there are 3 departments: department 1, department 2, department 3. Our company has 3 departments and these are the various employees working in the department. Just imagine that the manager of department number 1 is not interested in seeing the details of all the employees, but the manager of department number one is interested in watching only the details of the employee which belong to department number one. That's logical, isn't it? Maybe the company has 10,000 employees. So why would manager bother to always list all the employees? Manager would like only to see the details of the employees working in his or her department. So what we have done over here is we have made a view which will not contain all the rows, which will not contain all the rows of the parent table, but it will contain only those rows which are which belong to department number one. This is like taking a snapshot of the bigger table and taking a cross section or selecting some rows and storing it in the view. There is more to this. Very interesting. Now you know that this view, just check this interesting point about view. What you know is only these three rows have been added in this view. Now the point is, suppose you make some changes in the parent table. Check my words very carefully. Suppose you make some changes in the parent table. For instance, you add one more employee joins. So obviously, if employee joins, you will be adding that employee in the EMP table. And the name is J, and the salary is say 45,000, and the department is one. Just observe. Oh, there is one more new employee who has joined in the first department. Then this newly added row, which was added in EMP table, will be automatically added in EMP DPT1 view. Whatever changes you do in your original or parent table will be transferred or will be seen in the view. What if you add one new employee with employee number two? Oh, come on, this will not be added in this view. It won't be there. This row won't, that employee number two won't be there in EMPDEPT1. Why? Because this view contains only those employees which are there from EMP's department ID 1. So relevant changes, will be seen. Relevant changes will be seen. For instance, just see one more example. Suppose this department number one employee salary changes from 60,000 to 70,000. So next time when you watch this view, you will see that salary of this person was originally 60,000, but even in this view, salary will be 70,000. Just observe these points I have written over here. Suppose we delete some employee who belongs to employee number department number one, then that that deleted employee will be deleted from the view also. Previously view had three rows, but now view has only two rows. Before I end this video, I will go to MySQL prompt. Let us see this create view in action. So we'll use the company database that we created in the earlier videos, and let's see show tables again. See, there are two tables, EMP and department. Let's see what is EMP containing. Select star from EMP. These are the rows. Now let's say that we want to create a view from this particular table such that the rows selected will be only from department number one. So what was the command? Create view EMP DPT1. Let's check this. Create view and then view name, then the word as, and then our query. Select star from EMP where DPT ID should be 1. Just check. It says query OK. So this view is really created. So how do you see the view now? What is there in this view? It will be same command as we do it with the table. We say select star from EMP DPT1. Just as we treat this EMP-DEPT1 as a table itself, although it's a view, we can watch this as a table. And you can see only those employees are there who belong to department number 1. Let's see. Let's see our EMP table again, the parent table. Select star from EMP. Now let's do some changes over here. What we will do is, we will change the salary of employee number 100 from 40,000 to, let's say, 60,000, or let's say 55,000. So how do you do that is update, and then the table name. Table name is EMP. Okay. And then we will say set EMP salary equal to 55,000, where EMP ID is 100. So only this person's EMP ID equal to 100. This person's salary will be updated, set to 55,000. It says query OK. Let's confirm by giving select star from EMP. Check that employee number 100 now has salary of 55,000. But you remember, this employee number 100, name A, is from department 1. So this person is in the view also. So let's see what is there in the view now. Select star from EMP DPT1. Just check this view which we created from EMP table. Oh, that's great. Now this person 100 who has the name A has salary 55,000. Originally this view had 40,000 as the salary because the parent table had EMP salary as 40,000. So once you create a view, any changes made in the parent table will be shown in the view also. Now you know the manager of department number 1 can really say that this is authentic data and really can rely on this data. And anytime manager watching this data knows that this is the latest data about all the employees working in department number 1. Well, one more reason to create view is that for security reasons. Many times what happens, we don't want to show all the data to everyone. Maybe we want to show the data of department number 1 only to the people of department number 1. Or we want to show the data of department number 2 only to the manager of department number 2. But others should not see this. Or rather, why should the manager be able to see all the data? Because manager belongs only to department number 2. So for security reasons also, we can create a view and we can give access, check my words, we can give permissions only to watch the view, but not the entire table. So manager won't be able to watch the entire table, but he or she would be able to watch only the rows in which they are interested. So this is how the views are created and used. And it's very, very important, to understand that view is useful because most of the times the table are very large and everybody doesn't want to see all the information. So you can only pick the information which is really interested for that person, create a view, and then give access to that view only to that person. Thank you very much.